Okay, pardon the construction noise. That's got nothing to do with me. That's a neighbor. Um, I got a notice from Google AdSense that my site, Bible-experts.com, isn't ready to show ads. The warning message reads, "Your site isn't ready to show ads. We've found some policy violations on your site, which means your site isn't ready to show ads yet. Make sure your site follows the AdSense program policies." You can click on a link, so I'm going to do that, and we're going to read that together. I've made sure that my site follows the AdSense program policies. Let's go over and take a look at the website. The site's dedicated to my father, the Reverend Dr. Walter L. Mickle, who passed away on October 28th, 2016. There's his message to everyone, wishing us a great, fantastic life. Get as much out of life, love, as you can. It's gone in a moment. There I am. I did a GoFundMe. And if we click on the Old Testament category, we have 87 lectures. The book of Job was my dad's specialty. What's this going to be? Job. Probably, like, if I do search, I can search on Genesis. There should probably be a bunch of Genesis suggestions. Genesis, aging, and Psalms. There's a lecture on Genesis. And I mean, I think that this graphic is maybe a little bit tall. But you can see, I mean, the site works. We're going to go ahead and click on, let's see, what is this, 19, let's see, click on a video.
Educated at Austria University of Vienna, and he also
my dad, discussing my dad.
In the midst of the sea of dry ground. We are all in the midst of the sea. We are all in the midst of death. Any one of us can drop dead at any second.
Well,
no matter how healthy you are, no matter how wealthy, well, wealth has nothing to do with it. But you see how stupid we are? No matter how wealthy we are, how old we are, how young we are, any one of us can drop dead in a second. We know that, but we don't live like this. We never wake up in the morning and say, "No, wait a minute. Thank God I'm awake. I didn't die." And the people of Israel went in the midst of the sea on dry ground.
So that is about the meaning of the Bible. And let's take a look at what the program policies are going to be. It's going to be something like, be good content. AdSense program policies. Oh my goodness. Like, what on earth could that website violate in terms of program policies? First of all, the site is completely free. This is where the Google ads were supposed to come in. So I have the code ready. You can sign in. That works. It would. So I'm not even signed in currently. And you can sign up, because otherwise all the comments, this works actually, the whole thing, so sign in and sign up works. And there are, I mean, extremely high quality lectures on primarily, actually on the Old Testament, so that was my dad's specialty. And site-wide activity, we'll see that a former student of my father's joined up, Marshall Lewis, and he wrote a book on Viktor Frankl and the Book of Job, which I'd be super happy to feature at this website. So you can see, okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out what on earth, like their recent posts, like everything works. The whole site works. It provides high quality information about the Old Testament. Um, there are some test members here just to see, but there's tech support. But it looks like we've got, we've got a few people who, since the release of the site, or the revamping of the site a few days ago, have already, or actually 2 weeks ago, have come on board, and they're learning about the Old Testament. So, AdSense program policies. Okay. Let's expand all. Please read them carefully. If you fail to comply with these policies without permission from Google, we reserve the right to disable ad serving to your site and/or disable your AdSense account at any time. If your account is disabled, you will not be eligible for further participation in the AdSense program. They might even be talking about seizing money. Because we may change our policies at any time, please check here often for updates. In accordance with our online terms and conditions, it's your responsibility to keep up to date with and adhere to the policies posted here. Exceptions to these policies are permitted only with authorization from Google. So they can change their policies at any time, basically out from under you, and freeze your account. Okay. Invalid clicks and impressions. Publishers may not click their own ads or use any means to inflate impressions or clicks artificially. Okay, so we're not doing that. Encouraging clicks or views, non-rewarded inventory. Except for rewarded inventory, publishers may not ask others to click or view their ads or use deceptive implementation methods to obtain clicks or views. This includes, but is not limited to, offering compensation to users for viewing ads or performing searches, promising to raise money for third parties for such behavior, or placing images next to individual ads. To ensure a good experience for users and advertisers, publishers participating in the AdSense program may not compensate users for viewing ads or performing searches, or promise compensation to a third party for such behaviors. Right, that's about ad views. Engage users to click the Google ads, click, 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 visit these links, or other similar language. Right, that's for people who are profiteering from clicks, geographical gimmicks, place misleading images alongside individual ads, place ads in a floating box script. I mean, it's not a floating box script, but let's see. It's the sidebar. Wasn't going to be in a box script. I mean, basically, I I don't have it turned on. I don't think here, but I created some software that allows users to determine what they want to be served ads for or about. So, so basically, I was thinking that it would be really neat to surf a website and tell the website what you're interested in purchasing on a calendar. And that software is called ads.world. It's available at wordpress.org. Let's go to WordPress. I'm going to search WordPress ads. Actually, I'm going to go, because that takes me to like the Netherlands site. Ads' profile. Let's just go to wordpress.org. Plugins, ads. Okay, so I released it 9 months ago. I haven't updated it. I'd love to get a user community together to start transforming the advertising experience that people are faced with online. So what this plugin does, it allows you to create a wholesome consent-based advertising ecosystem for your audience. And so what that means is that if you're here at Bible Experts, and I turned it off right during this AdSense review, but what I did is, and I wonder if that box is still somewhere here. This was my testing page for it, fast ads page. I was testing it, and I think that I have it off. It's not going to come in. So I have it off currently. But what you could do is, and what the ads.world plugin does is, it's a really simple box. Let's see, I wonder if I should show it. Should I show it? Well, maybe I can find it in the YouTube video here without so there I am showing some, go away. Here I am showing some of the inside stuff, so like ads rotation name, and let's see, I'm going to maybe show, there's my dad giving a lecture, and then a Bibles ad comes in, but come on, where's the screen? I'm going to find the screen where you type in what you're interested in. Okay. All right, so my video might be boring, but I'm going to go to dinuswmickle.com/courier, which is me presenting this software to a local newspaper in Austria, and I'm going to type in the password, which you don't know, and I'm just going to show a part of the presentation. So there I am, and so now we've kind of got two, oopsie, you can hardly see anything there. You see like the courier people's public phone number, but that didn't really matter. So where's the box? I just wanted to show you the box where you type in what you're interested in. So I'm going to look for this box. Looking for the box.
Sagen wir, wir respektieren.
Alright, so I'm saying ads.world is not surveillance-based advertising. Now, mind you, I have it turned off at BibleExperts.com. Now, they might be thinking that, come on.
Und es wird definite angeboten. Not a bad deal.
Anyway, you're not seeing the box that comes down. I was talking about the box that comes down. And it asks for what you're interested in purchasing. Come on.
Also, okay, ich habe jetzt wie.
Come on.
Ja, also das liken. Ja, auch einzelne Preise.
So basically, the instead of being confronted with JBL Snow Party here and Dahlmeyer, while you're surfing a newspaper, you would only receive advertisements for things that you're actually interested in. If I click through here, I sort of covered up, because I said I was interested, at that point I was interested in like a two-seater couch, and at one point I have the two-seater couch come in, and that means got a ton of things going on. It's 8:30 in the morning, 8:39 in the morning. There it is. So, this is big. You see this, I had it in German. Wofür würden Sie gerne Angebote heute bekommen? What would you like to receive advertisements for? I'd like to receive ads for. And then you type in what you want, Chinese food for dinner. You put your email in and you submit and register, right? And so then, while you're surfing the website, and then I also said you want that you want a couch. So, and maybe the person wrote in, I'm interested in a flight to San Francisco. So we've got couch, Chinese food, and a flight to San Francisco. And then Swiss Air, Austrian Air, all these different airlines, Lufthansa, Pan American. They would be showing their ads instead of advertising that you're not interested in, right? So that's the idea behind ads.world. That's not a bad sort of stop screen. What would you like to receive offers for today? You put in you type it in and you put your email in. Now that immediately starts serving ads for that on the home page that you're at, right? If you want to create an ads.world account, then you can tailor that. So you can say, I want ads for, like, if you have somebody that's got a birthday coming up, you can be like, look, in November, starting in November, the entire month of November, because you got a friend that has a birthday in December, and you know the kind of things that person likes. So starting in November, you want to be getting ads that relate to your friend's birthday. So you say things like 38-year-old female, well, I mean, maybe you wouldn't describe the person, would you? But you can, I mean, see what the algorithm sort of feeds you. But you could be like, I don't know, books about mystery novels, right? The latest mystery novel. Put it in, type in the latest mystery novel. Put it in November. You know your friend likes mystery novels. You're not so up to date on mystery novels. And while you're surfing the newspaper and potentially while you're surfing BibleExperts.com, and whoever happens to have my plugin installed, if you're at a website that has my plugin installed, you're going to be getting ads for stuff that you actually want. And those ads will start competing. The offers will start competing. So if you want a bicycle for your nephew, and it's like 9-year-old boy bicycle, you're going to be getting 9-year-old boy bicycles like one bump, 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 and the idea is that, well, frankly, they're going to get better and better, right? But the thing is that I have that software turned off currently at ads.world or at BibleExperts.com. And that's not encouraging clicks or, well, is it encouraging views? It's not non-rewarded inventory, even if it is ads.world, right? It would be encouraging, and you know what the thing is that invalid clicks and impressions, it's certainly saying compensating users for viewing ads or performing searches. See, there's a difference between viewing ads and performing searches and not having a buying intent. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to say, look, if I have a buying intent and I reveal that at a particular website and I want to be served ads for that while I'm at that website, then I'm going to have an enjoyable experience. Because if I'm flying to Chicago in October, I want to get ads for the direct flight from where I'm living to Chicago while I'm surfing the web. And I don't want to be confronted with any surveillance-based advertising whatsoever. I don't want to see ads that I haven't given my consent for. I just don't want to see it. And I realize that that's how the web works right now. It works on surveillance and spying and invasion of privacy. But, you know, my ads.world plugin is saying, hey, you know, there's another way to do things. You can just ask people what they're interested in, and then what they're comfortable revealing to this software while they're surfing the web. They're going to get competing offers for what they actually want. And it doesn't really matter if it's toilet paper or a new house, right? You could type in, I'm interested in a rental apartment in San Francisco in this area, or I'm interested in buying a home in, you know, El Paso, you know, and then you would start getting, and the better the software gets, you'll, you know, just while you're surfing the web, you're going to get ads for stuff that you actually want. Now, that's turned off. Now, Google might be misinterpreting my software as being sort of a click farm, which under no circumstances am I doing anything that's vacuous or empty or unethical. Content policies. This is, you know, like, is Bible Experts adult themes and family pornography shocking content? Right. Well, I don't know. I mean, are you trying to say that my dad's lectures are shocking content? Is that what you're saying? Let's look at, what are we going to look at? Psalms. And tell me this site doesn't work well. Look at that. I typed in Psalms into the search, and I have Psalms Part 1, Part 2, Psalms Meditation Part 2. Let's see if we find some shocking content about a Psalms meditation. And I'm on a rental computer, and, you know, it's not the fastest computer, and it's a 13-inch screen. It's not the biggest computer, and, you know, I think the site's loading pretty well. Like, I mean, I have a fast internet connection, but, you know, that's not a low-quality website, Google ad people. There's my dad. Let's just go somewhere in, and let's see if we're shocked. Let's ask the question.
Thousands and thousands of years. It's very true what you're saying. On the other hand, I really think you too would pause and start meditating a little bit. What is progress?
Well, I'm not arguing.
We're not arguing. What is progress today? How many thousands?
And then figure out some balance.
Right, but how many thousands of people are dying today of starvation?
But that's the only way you get rid of them.
Maybe we should even have those in order to be able to get rid of them.
We make a fuss about the two biggest diseases being heart disease and cancer. But you have to die of something, I think.
Right. Maybe even of just old age would be nice.
Well, but even an old age.
Very good. Now look what the Hebrew poet has in the envelope.
May I
May I?
We are very curious people. We want to see what's in the envelope. Yes, sir.
Before this.
Yes,
this
brother.
subject
Go.
is
Go.
complete.
No, the subject will
thing
be
that
with
is
us the rest of
awesome
our
to
life.
me that out of God's creation that He has delivered to me as a human being, I have the ability today to throw the whole thing into chaos.
That's why.
Atomic.
That's why I'm happy that we reread this.
Now that really
quote
scares the heck out of me.
It scares. You're not the only one. That's the reason why these guys are writing these books and these articles. And here I brought National Geographic along. This is where the map is from. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
but
but
it
look
says
what's on
underneath,
the back of it.
can humans save this fragile Earth?
Dr. Miffle, what's
Yes.
on the back of it? McDonald's.
Yeah, but they
Yes,
haven't-
isn't it?
Oh, yeah, what's on the back of it? Well, you know.
How many? 20, 30 billion? Yeah. But what I like, again, is in secular literature, here, will we mend our Earth? As the National Geographic Society enters its second century, one of its goals will be, this is secular literature. One of its goals will be to encourage a better stewardship of the planet.
Wow. To encourage a better stewardship of the planet. I mean, look, to say that biblical literature influenced secular literature, I can understand. I mean, all I did is I just went, I went to some random spot. Now, that might be shocking, I would say, Google. It's fairly, I mean, you know, threatens or advocates for harm on oneself or others to encourage the stewardship on the planet and to understand biblical literature. I'm sorry, there's not excessive profanity, there is sale of alcohol beverage. Abusive experiences. I mean, look, one of the lectures is on a book called, I think it's called Facing the Abusive God. Barenbaum, but something with B, right? Abusive experiences in this earthly realm, and connecting that with your spiritual experience. You know, that was my dad's specialty. You know, the Book of Job, and you can't say that horrific things aren't done. Sometimes in the name of God, and sometimes in the name of others. Authorized inventory. Declare. Choose. If they told me I had to make an ads.txt file, I'd put it in. It just has my publisher ID in it. Copyrighted material. My dad left these lectures behind, and it's possible that sections of it might be copyrighted material from the Westminster Church, but you know what, in that sense, maybe I should get in touch with them. I can't imagine that, and it's just really loud with construction and the garbage crew and this kind of thing. Monday mornings are really, really loud, and I have to get going. But I'm making, you know, so I guess I could get in touch with them, but it's certainly not. This is, you know, in terms of the copyrighted material. It's not. It was distributed by. There are maybe one or two videos here. Let's see. There are one or two. Not this one. Some of them are just. What's this one? 5-week call. Like, out of the 87 lectures, maybe a few of them used to also be distributed by Westminster something something. Now, I would say that my dad would be the copyright holder who licensed it to them, and they wouldn't be the owner of the master. But we're also talking about something like this isn't Stayin' Alive or Start Me Up by the Stones. This is something that I'm actually spending a lot of money to make available, and at least currently, I don't have any donations to support my activities here, and I mean, I guess I can get in touch with that church, but I'm gonna put it at 100% surety that they would also want to honor my father's legacy and be and they would want these lectures to be continued to be distributed, frankly, indefinitely, which is why I came up with the idea of ads.world, because I was like, look, instead of just spying on people while people are learning about the Bible, why don't they just write what they're interested in, and then the experience at BibleExperts.com could be could just be really wholesome and interesting, and one person buys Chinese food for dinner and the other person buys tickets to India, right? And the whole time, if you buy it while you're surfing BibleExperts.com, and all Bible Experts then gets a small, basically the Amazon commission is 3 to 8%. And I'm not going to charge like if you buy $100 product from Amazon.com and it's a 5% commission, and BibleExperts.com gets $5. You're not going to pay $5 to surf BibleExperts.com. You're just not. You probably don't know who my dad is, and takes kind of a bit of work to flip through here, so I'm just not going to put a price tag on here. So a part of what I was going to do is then just also serve the regular spying and surveillance-based ads right here, but Google apparently is blocking it. I'm not doing any counterfeit goods. The traffic sources from certain pages. Paid to click programs, no, nobody's paying to click. Positive experience, Google Ads may not. This isn't about clicking unsolicited mass emails. No, we're not doing that. Display Google Ads search boxes or search results as a result of the actions of software applications such as toolbars. Well, I mean, I don't have ads.world installed currently at BibleExperts.com. It's not doing anything, but the idea, right, but that was for Amazon. That was not for Google. Like, if Google doesn't want permission-based advertising, and if they only want to do surveillance-based advertising, fine, right? I'll find advertising partners that are willing to like. I talked with Amazon, and they've asked me to go through a particular series of steps, and if I do that, actually they just want me to have 3 advertising sales, which I hope will happen. And that they'll give me an API code again, and once that API code works again, then I'll be able to put the API code into the plugin, and then I'll update it, and it'll work, and blah blah blah, and I can hopefully get a beta user community. I'm a little bit half asleep here, but because we're going on vacation day after tomorrow. Today's just a preparation day. Oh boy. So fine. You know, if Google Ads can only be served through spying, fine. You know, they'll go in this little box here. Don't worry about it. We won't serve Google Ads through the ads.world software. Forget it. You know, you want to spy, spy. Ad behavior. Publishers are permitted to make modifications to AdSense only so long as those do not artificially inflate ad performance or harm advertisers. Right. Sounds like somebody like who has a car website isn't allowed to make sure that the Google ads are about cars, is what it sounds like. Ad placement. Publishers are encouraged to experiment with a variety of placements and ad formats. Yeah, fine. Site behavior. Sites showing Google ads should be easy for users to navigate. I don't know. I mean, how can you not navigate this? It even has related articles. Like this is Psalms, and there should probably be more Psalms. Psalms. Psalms, Psalms, Psalms. Right? Let's do Genesis. Or Job. I don't know. Genesis. There's something from 1986 on Genesis. Related articles. Genesis, from outrage to acceptance. That might be the one about facing an abusive God. Let's look at more related articles. Genesis, aging in the Psalms. Genesis, I don't know. I think this is pretty. You type in Genesis, you get Genesis. You know, you go to site-wide activity. If you're signed in and you're signed up, you can start interacting with other people and discussing stuff about the Bible. And I mean, maybe you don't like the name Bible experts, but you know, it's not that easy to find domain names. And I kind of thought that it would be neat because there might be other professors that would want to. Okay, so the blog. I see. So, okay, fine. I mean, maybe the blog isn't loading. Members Old Testament site-wide activity blog. Okay, I'll remove that from the menu later. That'll be gone or I'll fix it. I guess the blog isn't loading. I have an alarm going off. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I know what sort of the focus of this video is going to be. I'm going to send this video to Google, and I'm just going to ask technical requirements. Do not support all languages in English. Advertising cookies. Identifying users and user consent. You must not pass any information to Google that Google could use or recognize as personally identifiable information that permanently identifies a particular device. What are you talking about, Google? If I'm at BibleExperts.com and I make my profile, and my dad's old student, Marshall Lewis, makes a profile, then you're clearly going to identify Marshall Lewis, and Marshall Lewis is happy to be at BibleExperts.com because he wrote a book on Viktor Frankl and the Book of Job. I mean, and my dad is a person who would be recognizable, and I would be recognizable, and should other professors and other institutions wish to share their expertise about the Bible, we can layer in your content and your videos and your articles. I think that will be wonderful. This is a side project for me. It would be fantastic if I could receive some funding for it. And the idea is to create a website that is able to finance itself beyond my death. So the idea is, frankly, I'm actually willing to step into a robot body. So if we beat, if we make death optional, I may opt to not to not die. But the idea still is to be able to give life to a website and to have it be sustainable indefinitely. And that's why I created ads.world, because I figured that preference is going to be better than spying. Now, identifying users and user content, you can't possibly be saying that people's logins need to be anonymized, because Facebook and your profile at Google and your profile at YouTube identifies you. Privacy. Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act probably the GDPR violates the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, just so you know. If you read what the GDPR has in it about children, you'd be shocked. It's not about protecting your privacy. Anyway, so I've gone through your AdSense program policies. There's nothing here that I can see that I would violate. So I'm going to click again, and I'm going to say I've made sure that that my site follows AdSense program policies. I have no idea why you'd say that that site isn't ready to show ads. I don't know what you're looking for. I'm a little, I'm upset. I'm upset because I'm developing high quality materials, high quality websites. I'm helping people with the websites that I've created, and this isn't just about BibleExperts.com. This is about a few other websites that I've created, and I'm providing really good information. In areas where I'm not an expert. There's another alarm. Anyway, so for websites where I'm not an expert, I've interviewed global experts on particular topics, and it's not very comfortable to have all these sort of warnings and to be told that you can be cut off at any time and all this stuff. It's really awful. So I guess I will post this to YouTube, and I will send this to Google, and I hope that you'll approve my ad. And you know what? If not, I guess I'm just going to start. I don't know. I guess that there will be another market that's created that's not Google, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all this stuff, because there's nothing wrong with BibleExperts.com. Really, I should be able to monetize that website in a normal way. Take care, everybody, and I'm going to post this. I'm going to click request review, even though I haven't made any changes, and we'll see what happens. Okay, and Google, if you actually think that I have a Google AdSense program policy violation, instead of just sending me over to read this, and I don't know how much time I've spent on this, please tell me what AdSense program policy you perceive the website BibleExperts.com violates. Okay, so tell me what the violation is, and then tell me what you would want me to do to fix it. Okay? Okay, so that's what I'm asking Google to do for me so that I can serve ads here. And if you want surveillance-based advertising over here, there's going to be here on this little box right here. You want surveillance-based advertising, we'll do surveillance-based advertising. And if that's how you want it, then we'll put the Google surveillance-based advertising here, right? And if I have other ads served at websites that are based on consent, then they'll be served, based on consent. So, this one will be your Google ad, and it's based on your policies and, your spying or whatever it is that you do. And then between here will be an ad for, what a person expressed interest in. Okay? So, but tell me what policy you think that I'm violating, and I'll fix it. All right, take care, Google. Bye.